Incorporating student voice to me is so important because we have such a diverse group of students here in Waukesha. With that diverse group comes so many different perspectives, stories, cultures, and voices sitting in front of us. These perspectives have brought issues and topics into my classroom that I otherwise might not have covered. My journey to amplify student voice really started last year with the help of my coaches and my peers and my co-teacher. I've learned so much from them about really listening to what the students have to say and the stories and perspectives that they're bringing into the classroom. As my co-teacher says, they want to be heard and they want to know that their voice matters. I'm very fortunate to get to work with such amazing people, and we try to incorporate voice and choice into most everything that we're doing and those decisions in the classroom about what we dig deeper into and what avenues we pursue in terms of content and conversation. This year we looked at American immigrants and throughout history and how those American immigrant groups were, what their experience was. The students got to choose what immigrant group they wanted to look at in depth, and they researched that, had a discussion about it, and overall had this discussion about what was the experience of American immigrants throughout history. And with that, they came up with some of those amazing things that really kind of blow you away. They're those moments where they're sharing personal stories, they're sharing connections that they've made, how the discrimination that they see in some of the modern issues is the same discrimination that happened years ago. And these conversations that they've had are conclusions that they're drawing about the American experience in general. That was one of those moments where without that choice, without that ability to bring in those other options that they had, we would have not had as rich of a discussion. There are ways to get student voice whether or not we have technology. There are plenty of ways that you can have discussions and ask students questions and not use technology. For me, it has seemed easier to use technology in some of these things and to avoid it in others. Technology has given me the opportunity to do things that I would not have been able to do. I have some little things like using a Google form to ask students what they want to learn about and to go a little bit deeper in terms of content, what sorts of things they want to know more about, what things do they already know, as well as bigger things like flipping a lesson on VoiceThread so that students can respond in ways that they feel comfortable, so that their written language isn't a barrier, or their wanting to speak in front of a camera or in front of their classmates isn't something that's holding them back from sharing their stories, their opinions, their ideas, their thoughts, their understanding of the world. The biggest piece of advice I have for somebody who's trying to start using technology for this purpose is to start small. There is a flood of technology around us with a constant need to update this and to try this new app, and that is overwhelming. And frankly, it could be a huge waste of time if you don't find what you're looking for. So to try to start using one tool or one app or one website that could fit with what you're trying to do and play with it. There are an infinite number of ways that you can hold a discussion online or have a Socratic in your classroom and use a back channel chat or different ways to invite other people into the conversation that might be too shy or too scared or too nervous or feel like their voice doesn't quite matter.